All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is March 5th, 2025. This is the BYOB Market Wrap Up with me, John Carrigan. Let's take a look at some charts today. All right, so price action kind of said what it was going to do. Yesterday, I was pointing this out. Price action comes down. Let me get the white one. Hold on. Price action comes down from up, from high above, and then we start to consolidate right through here. Created a W pattern. We have a consolidation right over here. If you look, we got a battle box right in there on the W, and the winner will probably emerge from the other side. So here's the battle. Boy, giving me troubles today. That battle box right here. Right in there. You can see the battles going on. Looked like a breakdown to the downside. Looked like a break up to the upside. So neither one benefited from that. Still hanging in here bullishly, looking for the higher high. So high up here, we'd be looking for either this high over here, this high over here, which probably extends all the way over. You can see right there across the top. So either it's this high or this high. Anyways, looking for them to make a new high. If they don't make a higher high, guess what? We're coming back down to test the lows again. All right. If we get a failed breakout, all right, probably a good chance we're coming down here. Gonna test the lows right down here one more time. All right. So what we got on the SPY, all right, is price action. Okay, comes down. All right. And we enter the consolidation pattern. All right. And maybe we come back here. And then maybe we shoot off to the upside. All right. All right. There's a possibility that happens after making a low. We'll see what happens. They got to make a significant lower low. They failed to make the lower low here. And of course, we went off to challenge the high. Now, if we don't beat the high, we're coming back to challenge this low. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right. So in the close, we got a 10-minute downtrend. I think we got a 10-minute downtrend. No, going into the close, got a 10-minute uptrend. All right. And a 2-hour. See what we got for the 2-hour. Got a 2-hour uptrend going into the close. Not much of a 10-minute uptrend. Not much of a 2-hour down uptrend. On the daily chart, we got an inside day. All right. So a lower high and a higher low. Closing inside a bearish trap under the falling 17. All right. So price action right through here. You can see we're still up in the upper third. So that's still bullish up there. So there's SPY, still bullish. Technically, we're in a downtrend. It's just a label. It all matters where price goes. So this is a hard pullback down. I think there's a possibility we do a quick consolidation and wind up right back up here at 600. Still looking forward to AVGO to report, and that may happen sometime tomorrow evening. So we'll see what happens with SPY. So we've already done a big part of the consolidation as far as the up, down in there. So good chance we wind up floating all the way back up here. We'll see what happens, all right? Got the tariffs taken over. Numbers aren't looking too good on employment. So things aren't really coming together, but we do have a nice falling dollar. So we'll see what happens. So there's the SPY, still bullish. All right, on the game plan today. All right, on the game plan, all we had was a downside move, and we got down to about 572.80, 573. Took some profit. After that, we played the reversal back up towards the high, and that was a 10-minute trend over VWAP. So we had a 10-minute downtrend under VWAP that we played. coming into the lows here. And then we played a 10-minute uptrend coming back up here. So we had a 10-minute uptrend over VWAP. So we played a 10-minute downtrend and a 10-minute uptrend. So it was a nice day today for me and for some of the traders in the room. So there's SPY. And you can see the game plan really didn't play out except on the southern direction. Okay. And you didn't get rewarded by much if you entered on this candle and you followed into, you took profit into this candle right here. So there's SPY on the 10-minute chart. All right, let's go take a look at QQQ. All right, for QQQ, nothing really triggered for QQQ unless you were playing 10-minute trends. All right, you got you can see the downside target never got filled over here. Nothing but wick tails down here, and you can see the upside target never got over the high. So it kept you out of probably some slop. You could have played the 10-minute uptrend over VWAP. That was a nice 10-minute uptrend, and it gave you like a nice ride from like 496.51 all the way up to 502. So that was a nice 10-minute uptrend that could have been played. QQQ on the daily chart, okay, and we'll take a peek at it over here. Inside day, lower high, higher low, closing inside the bearish trap, under the falling 17, under the all-time high anchored VWAP. Price action, still neutral right here, not in the upper third, still neutral on QQQ. FNGA, all right. Inside day as well. Everybody, I guess everybody got an inside day. Lower high, higher low, closing inside the bearish trap, under the falling 17, under the all-time high anchored VWAP. Again, just neutral, sitting on the midpoint here. Okay, they go up, they give it up, so it's just neutral. If they go up and they hold a higher ground, that's different. That's bullish, all right? Right now they go up and they give it up, so we'll see what happens. IWM. All right, IWM is bearish, all right? See, they're all the way down here in quadrant 1. All right, they got an inside day as well, closing under the bearish trap, under the falling 17, and under this all-time high anchored VWAP. So IWM bearish, all right, and in a downtrend. Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow didn't put in an outside day, put in a higher low and a higher high, closing inside a bearish trap, under the falling 17 EMA, under the all-time high anchored VWAP, closing over the uptrend line. Nice work there. See if they can hold down to that tomorrow. Not in the upper third, so just neutral on Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at our technicals. T2122. Price action, we kind of chomped around inside the oversold zone, meandered into the sell zone, and then meandered into the seller's chop zone. So kind of looking like we're in the possibility of a new uptrend. We'll find out. Probably some more chop. We'll see what happens. T2123. All right. You got selling from the beginning of the day. Notice the bulls still are not filling that bearish gap. That's not bullish at all. So bears moving price down and into a bear flag consolidation area right through here. Price action T2123. Again, selling from the beginning of the day, and then at the end of the day, looking like the bulls wanted to step in and arrest price from going any further down. So there's T2123, still caught underneath 200 SMA, falling right here. If we look at it on the 3-bar chart, you can see we're still sitting on that same all-time high, a prior all-time high right here. The same one that caused the V bottom earlier. So we'll see if we can get a double bottom here, maybe back up. We'll see what happens. Still underneath this 200 SMA there. So we'll see if we get support the second time we come down to this prior all-time high. There's T2123. 3-bar chart. This is the FNGA price action, making a higher low, still hasn't made the higher high. Okay, so price action went up, ripped back, made a higher low, still looking for the higher high. Nice work up over the VWAP line there, but still haven't made the higher high. We could come all the way back down and visit the lows again. All right, still caught underneath this 200 SMA. Got to start making higher lows are one thing, but we need to make higher highs. All right, and we just aren't doing that yet. All right, so there's FNGA. Let's take a look at our few of our sectors. Start off with XLE. All right, XLE is bearish when it was down here in the lower third. Right now, just kind of neutral. All right, lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap under the 17. All right, underneath downtrend line 1, underneath downtrend line 2, showing a head and shoulders pattern. Not looking good for XLE. If it gets down here in the lower third, that will be bearish right now. Still trying to hang on to the neutral state. There's XLE. Nothing bullish happening there yet. All right, let's take a look at UNG. UNG, nice candle on UNG. Lower high, lower low. Closing over the bullish trap, over the 17, over the 12-month high anchored VWAP. Up here in quadrant 4, that's bullish. USO, price action, lower high, lower low, closing in the lower third, that's bearish. USO dropping right through, right into support right here. Should see a bounce back to the buy box from here. We'll see what happens, but that's a nice price right there, 71.41. If you can pick some up here, I think that provides a whole lot of nice support. That's multiple days of consolidation with those lows. Nice support right there. I think we come back and bounce at least back to the backside of this uptrend line. I think we actually get through it back into the buy box. We'll find out. There's USO daily chart. Again, bearish down here, dropping right onto support. So we'll see what happens. All right, lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap, under the falling 17. Making a lower low. It's in a downtrend and up over that under that 3-year high anchored VWAP. So nothing bullish happening on USO yet. All right, looking for bulls to step in. That would be nice. So there's USO on the daily chart. Let's take a look at GLD. Dollar's been falling. GLD has been kind of rallying here. GLD is looking like a higher low and a higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17, up in quadrant 4, that's bullish. SLV, higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap, all right, over the 17. Up here in the upper third, that's bullish on silver finally. If they can just hold that higher ground, all right, that would be nice. Silver bullish up here. Look for some follow through on that candle. That's looking good for tomorrow and next week. All right, so there's SLV. Let's take a look at SMH. SMH was bearish down here yesterday, closing in the lower third. Right now, SMH just neutral. Price action is an inside day, so just neutral on SMH. Still underneath that all-time high anchored VWAP over here in quadrant 3, so just neutral. Let's take a look at XLK Technology. Technology neutral right here at the midpoint at the uptrend line. Inside day as well. Again, lower high, higher low, closing inside a bearish trap under the falling 17, under the all-time high anchored VWAP. Down here in quadrant 3, so that's just neutral. Let's take a look at XLF. All right, XLF put in a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17. Up here in quadrant 4, that's bullish up there. Let's take a look at IYT. Transports, neutral. Higher low, higher high, closing inside the bearish trap under the falling 17, under the all-time high anchored VWAP, under the uptrend line, right at the midpoint here, just neutral on IYT. All right, traders, that's it for me today. I will be back again tomorrow. If there's any questions, drop them in the chat there. All right, what's my target for SLV? back at 30. Take out the all-time high. Take out this high. Take out the breakdown candle high. And then take out the all-time high. All right? So up here, 31.79. All right? And higher. I think it goes higher. We made a higher low here. So I think I would be looking for 33 or 34 on SLV. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, NFE. NFE. On the daily chart. That hit support right there. Doesn't mean it's a buy. Bulls are stepping in, and you've got engulfing move. That looks like an exhaustion candle. I'm not seeing the bullish come in. I'm seeing like a little bit of buying here. I don't know. You know, that's 100. That's just neutral right there. You get down underneath this. See this line right here, Robert? You get underneath there, I'd want to be bearish. But right here, you're bouncing off of support right now. You got a head and shoulders looking at it. I think I'd like to be, you know, bullish when it breaks. You know, it's not making higher highs. That's for sure. Okay, bulls are stepping in yesterday and today. All right, but if price starts wedging out, look for this to probably break down even more. But you're right on support. Thanks, Peter. Thanks, Jordo. Thanks, Rod. All right, so, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Are you looking for this long or short? Thanks, Greg. JA, thank you. And I think you think it's exhaustion. Yeah, I mean, it could be, but it's not broken the downtrend yet. So you see, you got a downtrend right there. I wouldn't want to get bullish till at least break a downtrend first. You know, I mean, it's real easy for us to take a bad trade, and this is one of those trades that maybe wait, because I mean, I just want to see you in something that's good. I see the bouncing here. If you're going to play it on a 10-minute chart and play those 10-minute uptrends, like here's a nice, beautiful 10-minute uptrend, right back into that downtrend line, right there. So like, why not let it break that downtrend line first, hold up there, make a higher low, and then take it from there. You know what I'm seeing right here. You're seeing like you got a nice 10-minute. If you want to play this 10-minute trend up, I get it. But for me, I think I would rather take it under here. All right, or over here. This right here is kind of support. All right, that's sitting right on support. So I don't want to be a bear, but I'm not bullish enough to be bull. You know, yes, we did erase that. Let's get over the downtrend line first. And I would kind of concentrate on this one on 10-minute uptrends. That's it. And I'd put an anchored VWAP on this. All right. So on that high right there, let's go to the hourly. All right, right there. Okay, so I would want to be over this pink line, and all I did was plant my anchored VWAP at the high of this move here. I would want to be over the pink line and over this downtrend line right here. Okay, so I would want to be over both of those to get bullish. All right. You're welcome. And you wanted to look at, is PG, Robert got one more. I'm going to visit yours next. Lee, CVC, CVAC, CVAC. Triple bottom here, all right? That's one thing. You're bouncing, but, you know, no. You're in a downtrend on that, most definitely. Again, it's another downtrend right there. Wouldn't want to be bullish till I'm on the other side of that trend line. And support is right there. There's support. So I kind of be looking for this to slam right into there. Like on a pullback, I'd look to short this into this area here. And you're getting a little support right through here. So underneath this, I'd look to short it right into 266. It's not bullish. Again, you got no uptrend. There's nothing there to get bullish on other than that. It's at some support right there. And to me, this looks like it's going to pull all the way back to this, test this breakup candle low right there. If you get a higher low, all right, and you break the downtrend line, that's when it starts looking interesting. So I'd want to get the higher low, break the downtrend line. I'd probably want to be over this anchored VWAP here and look to play it from here up to there. That's 350. That's really not much reward. 350 up to 4. Let's pull this back one more. Got some really nice uptrends in the SPY. 10-minute trends. To me, those are easier to trade than this. All right, I'm just saying that's why I don't go chasing this stuff. I stick to the SPY because I find it much easier to trade than to chase stuff like this. But I'd want to break the downtrend first to get bullish and probably be up on top of that anchored VWAP right there. All right, so it's got a lot of work to do. All right, yeah, SPY's going to be a lot easier to trade, especially on a 10-minute. I mean, that's easy right there. See that? That's easy. Look at this one down. That's easy. That's easy. That was easy. All right. Try sticking with easy. I think easy will reward you. All right. Just look for that trend that's running away from VWAP. Not to say, I just think those two just aren't ready yet. All right. If that makes sense. Yeah, they're not. They're just not ready yet. Lee wants to take a look at PG. Is PG's trending up? It is. It is. But that's a big candle right there. All right? At the end of a move. All right? So, like, buyer beware. Right into resistance. Right there. All right? PG slammed right into resistance right there. See that? Like, if you compressed all of this price action in this box, Lee, you're going to wind up with something that looks like a wick, kind of like that. Okay, this time it just did it in one candle. This time it took 5 days or 6 days to do it. But it's the same look. All right, notice they couldn't hold up here for 5 days or more. Notice they got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they fell out of bed. Okay, so it is trending up, and that looks like an exhaustion candle. So look for this to cool off and find support for that one. It is trending up, making higher lows and higher highs right here. Okay, but the problem is it hasn't made a higher high from here. Okay, so it's got to make a higher high than that. All right, and it may not be done yet. So look for this to kind of bullish consolidate here and then make that higher high. All right, Lee, on this one, it's still trending up. He's not responding. I think he thinks I forgot him. Well, anyways, all right, everybody. Everybody have a wonderful... Oh, you got it. Thank you. All right, guys. All right, everybody have a beautiful evening. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. All right. Hope to have another whopper day like today. Today was a good day. All right, so I'll see you guys all tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We kick it off again. All right. Thanks, everybody.